welcome to Pecan Corner. I'm Tina, and today I'm showing about buying my last grocery shopping trip with our keto diet on a budget. I went to 2 or 3 different stores, and I bought the most at Kroger. That's the store I shop at the most. But I got some things that budget-wise are better bargains. I'll put it that way. I spent a total of $78.58, and I got 5 pounds of meat. I got 2 dozen eggs. The eggs were on sale for 77 cents, and I bought 2 dozen of those. The reason I only bought 2 dozen there is because over at Alco I got eggs for 57 cents a dozen. So the only reason I bought more at Kroger was because they had a little bit later sell-by date on, and so I wanted to go ahead and take advantage, and I knew they could wait. One of the things that we buy that saves us money for a keto diet is pork jowls instead of bacon. I do two kinds of bacon, but pork jowls is the best thing. It's only $2.89 a pound, and I slice it up and fry it and cook it up just like bacon, and it's delicious, and you don't have all those nitrates that you have. So this is I got three packs, and I'll put it in the freezer. I have another video that shows how I slice it up and how I cook it, and I cook it all up at once and then pop it in the freezer, and then I can pull out the slices as we need. So $2.89 a pound is about half the price of regular bacon at our stores, and it's actually a much nicer quality product. I got my eggs. I bought a pound of deli sliced lunch meat, but what I got is ham. I bought 2 different kinds of ham to see which ones we like best. And these I had thin sliced so that we can either use them as a sandwich meat with a keto bread or as roll-ups. And so we'll do that. I had been buying the refrigerated almond milk, but I discovered that they had a display, they had a sale and a display of almond milk and coconut milk for $1.59 for a quart. Now that's a great bargain. That is, and these are in these containers that will last at least a year before they expire, and they don't have to be refrigerated, so you can have this in the cabinet all the time. You want unsweetened, and you want nothing added to it. Now, here's the thing. Almond milk has fewer calories because it has fewer fat. It also has 2 grams of carbs per cup, or 8-ounce serving. So there's 3 grams of fat and 2 grams of carbs in the almond milk. Coconut milk has 5 grams of fat and only 1 gram of carbs. So while it has 60 calories in the same, twice as many calories in the same 1 cup 8-ounce serving as almond milk, this Simple Truth coconut milk and one of the other brands as well has much higher fat content and a lower carb content. So in reality, the coconut milk is really the better product for us to use in our diet, because it gives us one less carb. What we've been using these for is at night after supper, I'll take for one serving for one person, I'll take 8 ounces of this. I'll add a couple of tablespoons of heavy whipping cream in my blender, 3 or 4 ice cubes, and a squirt of sucralose liquid sweetener, and then either vanilla or something that's become really one of my favorites is natural almond extract. Is delicious. Tastes like maraschino cherries. If you're willing to have the extra carbs, you can also add cocoa, unsweetened powdered cocoa to that, or you could use a few berries. We're far enough along that I bought Paul some berries to have, so he's got some some raspberries here, and some fresh strawberries. So there's lots of things that, anyway, run that in the blender and you've got a nice nice smoothie that fits right into your diet with only a couple of carbs in there. They had a sale. They have this thing where you buy 5 and you save 5, so you get $1 off of things. So I got sour cream, $1.29 for each of these nice size containers. The Philadelphia cream cheese actually has less carbs than the other brands do. It has less than 1 gram of carbs in a 1 ounce serving, whereas many of the others have either a full gram or 2 grams of carbs. So I've been buying these. This freezes really well, so I've been buying these and sticking them in the freezer. I only bought 1 extra pack today. Where I've been splurging is Marie's dressings. These, I like to buy them when they're on sale, but I can't always do it. The Philly cream cheese, by the way, was $3.99. And I saved $1 on that, so it ended up being $2.99 or $1.50 each for the 8 ounce packages, which is the same price as the absolute lowest price generic brand. Now to the Marie's, let me find it here. See what I paid for that. I think it was I had it and I've lost it now. I believe it was $3.99. For the Marie's. However, the Marie's dressings, but we like this creamy ranch, and we like the blue cheese and her Caesar dressing, and they only have 1 carb in 2 tablespoons. And so for our salads in the evenings, you know, where we can each have 2 cups full of salad, I've been making that in 1 container, in 1 bowl, and then just putting 2 tablespoons of Marie's dressing into that lettuce and tossing it together, and it actually saves it. So so there's 12 servings of that, so that's 12 dinners that we can get out of that $3.99 that I paid for that. Let me see here, I got the berries. Paul's been liking green tea to drink, and we've tried several different brands, and this is his favorite. It does have a little dab of soy in it because it does have lecithin as an ingredient, unfortunately. The original the original box of it that I had did not have, I don't think it had lecithin in it, but it does now. But it's not a whole lot, and I don't think it'll be enough to interfere with him. We try to avoid soy as much as we can. So I bought him a couple of boxes of that, and that was, let me see here. There it is, $2.69 each. The cheeses were on sale, so I was able to buy these for $1.50 for an 8 ounce package, so that ends up being $3 a pound. Now this is a shredded Mexican cheese, and the reason I went ahead and bought the shreds, I don't normally buy the shreds, but it still has less than 1 carb per 1/4 cup, so the amount of starch in it to keep it separated is very, very minimal compared to other brands. But it's got manchego, huacacia, quesadilla, and asadero cheeses in it, so that'll be nice because we eat a lot of Mexican food. I got 3 avocados for they were 89 cents a piece, and these are kind of hard. I'm going to put them in the fridge so they'll ripen really slowly. I got Swiss cheese and the extra sharp. This was also on sale for, let me find it there, $1.99 minus 1, so it ended up being $1 for the 8 ounces of cheese. So that was really good. Green onions, because they have less, we love onions, but the green onions have a lot less carbs and just as much flavor as a regular onion, so I've been using those. This is a great deal, and I've talked about mushrooms and the huge amount of nutrition that's in them before, and check out my video about canning mushrooms. But I got these big portobellos. They were on clearance, but they're still nice and firm. They're not out of date yet. That's the nice thing about Kroger and its fresh foods. They actually clearance them out before they are starting to go bad. So I got these. I'll clean these out and stuff them, or you can fry them up and use them as buns for a hamburger, or even as a meat substitute yourself. They have a lot of potassium in them, which is really good for this diet. One of the neatest things I got at Kroger this time was we usually don't do many store-bought products with the chemical additives and things in them, but there's some things that you just kind of need, and I haven't yet figured out how to come up with these myself. So we found these Wilton Farms products. They also have, there's a chocolate, there's a ketchup, pancake syrup. There's also a caramel that's really good. I've got it in the refrigerator. I bought a caramel, and I used a couple of tablespoons of it last night in our little milkshake, and it was delicious. These have no carbs, no calories, no fat, no sugar, and they're just a thickened flavoring is really what they really are. The ketchup, you know, a lot of them, they don't taste very good by themselves, but if you once you put them onto your food, they taste delicious, and the ketchup is that way. There's also a barbecue sauce. I got these for $3.59 each, which is kind of a lot, but you use a lot less of it than you would the regular product. Like the ketchup, a teaspoon of the ketchup is going to give you the same flavor that a full tablespoon of regular ketchup would. So you're not going to use as much of it. Plus, this is a much better price than it is on Amazon. I think on Amazon it's $8 and something a bottle for these, whereas it was only $3.59 at Kroger. So there was my Kroger shopping. Then I went to Aldi's, which I didn't used to shop at Aldi's because they didn't take American Express or checks, and so that kind of left me out of the loop. But now they do take American Express now, so I can go there. I bought their heavy whipping cream, $1.69 a pint, so that makes it that's about $3.20 a quart, which is a little bit less than what I have to pay elsewhere. And their 1 tablespoon has no carbs, so there's probably about half of a carb in each tablespoon, a little bit less than that. So it had a really, that compares very favorably. A lot of you have to really watch your heavy whipping cream. They all add, I don't know why, but they all add a bunch of crap to it nowadays. They add mono and diglycerides, polysorbate 80, and Corrigian or guar gum, different kinds of gums and things to kind of thicken it up. But that'll be good there. The thing, I got butter, unsalted butter for our bulletproof coffee, and that was $2.89 a pound, so that's a great price. Chia seeds, I was thrilled to find that they had chia seeds. I'm going to try making Paul some crackers with these. 12-ounce package was $3.29. So that you don't use a whole lot of them at once, and so this package will probably last us a long time. And then, as I mentioned earlier, the eggs for 57 cents a dozen. There was a limit of 6 dozen. I only bought 4. I'll take 1 dozen and I'll boil them up. And next week I'll do another. These will keep for at least another couple of weeks here in our refrigerator. I may put some into some pickle juice and pickle some, and once they're boiled and put into pickle juice in the refrigerator, they'll keep for months in that pickle brine, so as long as they're refrigerated. So I'll use those up real quickly before they go. So I did really good. The main splurge that I did was I stopped at the health food store. I decided to break down and buy some xanthan gum. It's a thickener that doesn't put carbs into things, and there's gravies and sauces and things that you just need a little thickener in. And it was pricey. It was $8.99, no tax. but this 6 ounce, since you only use like a quarter teaspoon of it at a time, this will probably last me for the rest of my life. So if you don't want to spend $9 on a big bottle of this, you know, get together with your local friends and everybody pitch in $1 and then divide it up, you know, into little bottles. It would be my suggestion for something like that if you're trying to save some money. So thanks a bunch for stopping by. I'll try to our approach to keto eating, to act specifically low carb, high fat eating, is that we're going to try as much as possible to still eat normal, natural, healthy foods that, you know, haven't been messed with a lot, and the same good old foods that we grew up eating. So you know, whether it's fried catfish or meatloaf, things like that, those are what we're trying to get to with our eating, is so that we still are eating normal foods, that nobody would notice the difference if we didn't tell them that this was keto and low carb, if we take a dish somewhere or have somebody over. So thanks a bunch for stopping by my kitchen, and best wishes to you if you're doing keto too. All right, thanks a bunch.